Hey there, and welcome to Module 3.6, Zapier and Integromat Overview. Now, like I said before, if you don't see your autoresponder natively integrated with Clever Messenger, first send us a message, tell us which autoresponder you use, and we make sure that we get it integrated right away. Then don't let this stop you, because there is a big chance that Zapier or Integromat is integrated with your autoresponder, and we do integrate with these two tools as well, allowing you to continue this training and already reap the benefits of this entire training and get those results you're after. Now in this video I'm going to give you a quick little overview of Zapier and Integromat and how we actually use this in the ask for email address flow. It's actually pretty simple if you know what to do, and this is all covered in this video. So without further ado, let's hop in right away. And just like that, we're inside the Clever Messenger app again. And in order to start the process of integrating Integromat and Zapier, all we need to do is click on the cogwheel again right there, navigate to dashboard, go to flows right there. And as you can see, I already created a flow that is named Zapier and Integromat Overview. Now let me just hover over the action button right here, click on it, and then click on edit. This takes us to the flow composer and this specific flow. And let me just open up another tab right here and showcase the other ask for email address flow. There we go. And as you can see, it's quite similar. There's actually only one card that is different. And as I switch between both pages back and forth, you might actually see it. This is the ask for email address flow, which we created in earlier series. And this is the Zapier and Integromat ask for email address flow. And as you can see, the only thing that's different is that we did not use the native ActiveCampaign integration card. We actually swapped it out with an action card right here. You can see right here, as I open it, we add a tag, and we name that tag event email address captured. Now, what we can do over at Integromat and Zapier is basically listen whenever a subscriber is tagged. And once that subscriber is tagged, we can do a bunch of other stuff using these two platforms. Now, first, I'm going to explain the Zapier side of things. Integromat is a similar tool, works just a little bit differently, as you will see in just a bit. So, first off, Zapier. I've already created the Zap right here, and as you can see right here, Clever Messenger and ActiveCampaign are selected. Now, if I open up the editor right here, there we go. You can actually see how this is set up. So we are using the trigger called new tag subscriber in Clever Messenger. Now the new tag subscriber in Clever Messenger is the app event, as you can see right here. You can choose between new tag subscriber and new subscriber. However, for this purpose, we use new tag subscriber. There we go. Then under choose account, you simply put in your API key, which you find under configure right here. If we navigate to settings right there, click on configure. Right here on the right side of your screen, you have API key, and a simple click actually copies the API key to the field. You can actually watch it by clicking the eye icon here as well. And that's the API key you actually paste right here in choose account. Now I'm not going to open that up because that will show my API key to the world, and we don't want that public. Now, clicking on test trigger right here, there we go. And we set up Zapier in such a way that it already has test data. So once you perform the test, it actually already knows where to find what data based on the API key you put in. So there's not much you need to do here. Then on the ActiveCampaign side of things, and do note that this does not obviously need to be ActiveCampaign if you're using a different autoresponder. It can be any other autoresponder that's also connected to Zapier. But each and everything is set up in a similar way. Let me just show you. There we go. Here we need to choose an app event. We chose to go with create update contact. Here we need to choose an account. We basically need to fill out our account name and API key in this step. Then we set up the action. Basically, we are choosing the fields we want to forward from Clever Messenger to ActiveCampaign, and we specify them in the according fields. For instance, right here we've chosen the custom field that holds the email. Here's the profile, first name and the last name. Additionally, we also add the tag right here in this field so that that tag is sent over to ActiveCampaign as well. Now the rest we left all blank. This is basically all custom fields we actually capture, and that's actually it. Then you can actually test the action, and as you can see, we already tested it 16 hours ago and it was successful. Plus the lead was sent over from Clever Messenger to ActiveCampaign. Now setting up a Zap is quite easy. I'm not going to show and demonstrate it in this video. There's a bunch of documentation on the Zapier side of things that can actually help you out with this kind of stuff. But to be honest, it's basically just pointing and clicking a couple of fields. If you do need help, our support desk is here to help you out. But again, I'm not a tech savvy person, and because of that, I'm positively that you're able to do that as well. Now moving on to Integromat right here, it's a similar setup, and we created a scenario. So what Zapier calls a Zap, they call a scenario, and all we need to do right here is create a module that is watch new tech subscribers. Basically, if you open it, you need to click on add. And once you do, another window actually opens, and this is where you specify your API key. Then Integromat also goes ahead and watches for any new tagged subscribers and will send over any data you actually want to send over to the third application of your choice. Now, what we have chosen to do for this particular integration using Integromat, again, this is the ActiveCampaign example because we have been using them throughout this module already. Now, we have chosen to go with create update contact. Let me just open that up. Filled out a couple of fields. This is a little bit more funky. We only need to extract a certain value from the field we are actually getting. It's quite easy. I can actually show you to do that, as that might start to seem a little bit daunting right there. All you need to do is go to the cogwheel right here in Integromat, then click on get, point right there, go back to the star icon, click on this arrow, and click on the custom field of your choice, which is custom field number 1, ID number 1, and we want to extract the value. There we go. Then for first name and last name, we simply specified the values right here and clicked on OK. And that's basically it for Integromat. Very, very easy stuff. Again, I'm not a tech savvy dude. If I can do it, you can do it. However, that doesn't mean that our support desk is not there for you. I mean, if you really run into some trouble right here, we can actually help you out, set things up as well. Again, we have been using ActiveCampaign throughout this entire module. However, you can swap ActiveCampaign for any autoresponder you desire. Matter of fact, Zapier and Integromat both integrate with over 2,000 applications. So if you don't see your third-party tool natively integrated with Clever Messenger, then your best bet is probably using Integromat or Zapier for the time being. Now do note that if you see that your autoresponder or any other third-party tool you are using is not integrated with Clever Messenger, do send a message over to our support desk and we make sure that that is natively integrated. That said, there's two things. With Zapier, you can have a free account, and with Integromat, you can have a free account as well. Zapier allows you to perform 100 tasks for free and create up to 5 zaps. Integromat allows you to create unlimited scenarios. However, you can only have 2 live, and you have up to 1,000 tasks. Now, with that said, I really like both platforms. Zapier for its ease of use. I think for me, this was the easiest to set up. For Integromat, a little bit more to the technical side of things, as you can see right here with that formula, but that's basically it. Again, it's still very, very easy to use, and they both offer similar functionalities. So my suggestion is to try out both and see which platform actually works best for you. Now, obviously, if you're already using Integromat or Zapier, then you probably want to stick with what you know. Now, with that said, I just want to inform you of one final thing. We have a bunch of native integrations integrated, and you manage those under the Integration Manager. However, Zapier and Integromat are applications that function as a conduit, a middleware, if you will. Basically, Clever Messenger being the primary receiver of the user data, Zapier Integromat being the conduit that sends the data over to the third-party tool you want to have receive the data. This means that the entire setup either happens on Integromat or on Zapier, and the only thing you need to do is make sure that your flow has, in this case, a tag that actually triggers the scenario or zap. And since this is an outside connection, you obviously need to know your API key, which you can find right here under configure. With that said, I'm going to wish you a lot of fun setting up your Zaps or your scenarios. Again, do know that if you got a question in setting this up, our support desk is there for you 24/7. Answering questions. And even though this is very easy to set up, you might still run into an issue, and that's okay. We are here to help 24/7, so send us a message if you do need any help. Now, with that said, I'm going to conclude this video. In the next video, we are going to get a little bit more technical, but I promise you it's actually pretty easy. We are going to showcase how the webhook card works. So in the case that you do not want to use Zapier or Integromat, or in the case that your third-party tool is not integrated yet with Clever Messenger, you still have the ability to integrate your favorite third-party tool with Clever Messenger through the webhook card. And that's exactly what we're going to cover in the next video.